Birthday cakes in our family are always made by yours truly, and I like my birthday cakes to have a little bit of individuality of the person. So when it's Dad's birthday cake, it needs to be a pistachio praline with the true essence of Goa in between. How? Walk with me on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe, hit on the bell icon, and watch this cake come alive with so many food hacks within. Honestly, this cake is really very simple. It is a flavor from Goa which has a bath cake, and if you want that recipe, just go into my YouTube channel and find it. And it's got the dessert of Goa, the heart of Goa, the bibik or the bibinka sandwiched in between. But it needs a fantastic icing, old school, a gorgeous salted buttercream. So into my mixing bowl goes in about 500 grams of salted yellow butter, slightly softened. And just whisk it so that it gets nice and aerated, and we're going to add some icing sugar in it. It has a hack coming up soon. On the road to getting a foamy texture, now is the time to add in the icing sugar. Now technically this gorgeous icing follows the principle of 1:2. That is 1 part of salted butter to 2 parts of icing sugar. However, too much of sweetness kills the overall flavor. So I always use a ratio of 1:1. So 500 grams of yellow salted butter along with 500 grams of icing sugar. I'm going to divide this into 2 parts and just let this blend away. Slow speed so that it comes together perfectly well. In goes the next half of the icing sugar. Now I have sifted my icing sugar just so that you don't have those horrible lumps in between. But that's something that's totally optional. Put this in, allow it to blend and foam up slightly, and technically just forget about it for the next 4 or 5 minutes while it blends away. Slow momentum first, and then let's increase the speed till it gets to that soft peak stage. Creating a pistachio praline is really very simple. You have to create a gorgeous, beautiful caramel. So into both these nice and hot, I'm going to take 100 grams into this and another 100 grams into this. Allow it to melt and get that glorious amber gold color. With the caramel a perfect amber brown color, and on my really old and antiquated silicone mats, I'm just going to pour this, allow it to slide so I get a fine brittle, and as it gets nice and spread out, I'm going to just sprinkle some salted pistachios on top to get the finest of praline. So salted pistachio slivers on top, and we're just going to allow this to cool down and pound it to get a fine powder. Pistachio praline done and the buttercream nice and aerated. It's time to just put it into a bowl and chill it till you are ready to sandwich your cake. Allowing this to chill for 15 minutes, and in the meantime I'm going to get to cutting the cake and getting it ready. While my icing is still chilling in the refrigerator, out here I've taken 4 tablespoons of sugar with 8 tablespoons of warm water for a perfect soaking texture, but with some coconut rum. So I'm just eyeballing nearly 90 mils of this. Bask in the flavor and get ready to sandwich the cake. I'm just going to put a little of this icing on the board before adding in my first layer of this gorgeous coconut bath, a very traditional Goan cake prepared. And to get the recipe of this, go onto my YouTube channel and check out a coconut bath. It's ready, simple and very easy to create. This lovely coconutty rum emulsion is going to just soak up this bath to keep it nice and moist and bring the flavors together really well. So on an average 20 to 30 mils of this soaking liquor goes between each sandwich of cake. With my icing nice and chilled, it's time to just level this out and put it on top. So using a large batch of this, and I'm going to smoothen it out really well. Just ensure it's nice and even with your palette knife, and it's time to add the bibinka on top. This bibinka is made by a family friend from Goa, and I always have a stash of it lying in my refrigerator. So I've just divided it into 3 parts, and I'm going to nestle it right in between. Just press it down slightly so that it gives it some kind of depth and character. A dollop of the icing going on top, just so that it goes into the crevices and smoothens out really well. And lastly, the last part of the bath going on top. Just press it so it all holds well, and it's all about covering all the faults in this cake. So now we are going to line it with the icing all around and chill this really well. Moisten the top layer with the coconut rum infused sugar syrup. This liquor is mind-blowing, and the scent is just going to style this very rustic Goan cake in the making to the next level. So sprinkle this on top. You can go a little overboard if you are okay with having a boozy version of a birthday cake. I think that screams Goa as well. And now it's all a very crude cement paint job. So you just fill in all the holes and put your icing all around it so that you can get a smooth finish with your palette knife later. A pistachio praline actually covers up flaws because it's powdered all around, and it gives it that very embossed look. So this is a perfect cake for a beginner to create, where you don't need smooth edges or smooth perfection through and through. Just use the palette knife right on top in the end and smoothen everything out. It's a messy paint job, to be honest with you. Umpteen number of swirls, twirls, bickering with the star behind the camera. This has perfect square edges all round. All I'm going to do is chill this in the refrigerator for about an hour. In the meantime, pound the praline to get a powder consistency, get ready, and have a fabulous birthday party. All ready for the birthday party. All we need to do is garnish this now. This has chilled perfectly for nearly 2 hours. Not that I take 2 hours to get ready. Pistachio praline pounded gives you a very coarse sand-like texture. You got that right. This cake is going to resemble the beach in Goa with all the flavors riled up within. I'm just going to sprinkle this on the side and on top, all around. Quite a messy affair. Walk with me. With this neatly garnished and looks like a beautiful sand blob, any leftover praline, do not discard it. Sprinkle it over your vanilla ice cream and enjoy a dessert any time of the day or night. So this is going to be on the side, and I'm going to garnish this with jade specks of pistachio slivers. So just sprinkle these on top just to give you those jade specks here and there. And some rainbow sugar speckles as well. A perfect beach look for a Goan boy. Dad doesn't like any over dramatic things, so a simple happy birthday in and flowers that I always have. So whenever I make a wedding cake or something, we always reserve the flowers and chill it in the refrigerator so that they come handy for ad hoc cakes that need to be created. So sprays of these beautiful flowers go in. Another one just here. Leaves are a trick. So leaves always come handy in covering up floors. So any loose floors that you can see can be well covered up with some beautiful leaves that are created. These leaves are done with sugar paste, so they store very well in a airtight container. My gorgeous pistachio praline with the scents of a coconut bath and bibinka right in, or rather bibic right in, is ready to be cut. All this cake does require now is a little bit of pearl dust to shine it through and through. I hope you enjoyed creating my dad's birthday cake with me. The flavors of Goa right in, and the look has that perfect beach boy look and essence. Don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button. Stay safe, stay blessed, and more importantly, don't forget to subscribe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
See the whole happening on top.
From good friends and you. From old friends and you.
Sing Benjuela.
Happy birthday, dear Nanny. Happy birthday.